How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport. And on this episode, I'm going to be revealing something that I've been wanting to tell you guys for quite some time. And I was hoping it would already be something we had in process, but due to a lot of things, you know, travel restrictions and so forth, we weren't able to get this project started when we expected. And kind of cool because things have changed, and I'm really excited about what we're going to be doing. So I've talked about this car many times on the channel and have mentioned that it's going to a subscriber. There's a couple subscribers that were supposed to come down from Ohio. I'm not going to mention their name, but they were going to come down from Ohio, pick this car up, and we were going to exchange out some things. I really wanted to see this car go to a better home and be used properly rather than just sit here and rot, which it's been doing, unfortunately, because this is such a cool car, such history, very rare. It is a Euro spec 1996 S600 that has some issues, and we tried to address them, and now after sitting, which is really what we didn't want it to do, there's another dash light that is not allowing the car to stay started, but we are able to start it and move it. So the good news is we're going to get it onto a transport truck, get it out to them, and I really think they're going to be able to fix this up, or at least utilize most of the parts out of this to get their other car running, which one of them has this exact car, same model and everything. It's kind of crazy, and same color. So this is a quite unique car. It is a Euro spec, so it's not something you see every day. With all that said, what I've got to do is kind of crazy. So let me just do some walk around, because a lot has happened since the last few videos. There is a video coming out. It may actually come out before this one. We are working on cutting the catalytic converters off of this and see if we can get it running right. So if you can see now, it's up on this ramp, which is absolutely amazing. This is going to allow us to really work on these cars, be safe, and get, you know, a lot more done than we could before. We step over here. The 2JZ SC300 is going to be one of the more main focuses, with other things in place. So this is really just body work and paint, and then just enjoying it. So hopefully we can get to that and have quite a few videos coming out. One of the cars I've been working on like crazy, because I want to be able to take it out on a ride on Father's Day, is the 1963 Austin Healey, which is just needing the bleeding of brakes and clutch and stuff, and it will be able to go on the road. So that looks like it's going to happen. We have our SL, or 500 SL, over here. This is a 91, and this is going to be another focal point moving forward, because it needs a lot of things, and a lot of little things, and a lot of things that you guys at home are wanting to know how to do. So I can't wait to jump into that. AC components, the roof, a whole bunch of things, and it's probably going to come off the road for a short time, just because the AC is not working. It is so hot in Florida, and the roof is leaking a little bit, so we need to address that immediately. So let's step over here. So this is what we need to talk about. This is a 2JZ GE motor. I believe it came out of an SC300, and I have a manual w58 trans that I picked up a long time ago, and it's just been sitting. So I need to fit this into our S600 sedan. Most likely gonna have to go in the trunk, along with a bunch of components and the transmission, wire harness, and some rims too. So the transmission's down there, wire harness. And it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be pretty interesting how we're going to get it in there. In fact, I might need to go down and get an engine hoist, because this engine is extremely heavy. So why am I tossing this engine into the S600 sedan? So Monday, we have our transport company coming to send this car off to Ohio. Out in Ohio, I have picked up a car that the subscribers is going to help me sort and find, and I'm very excited about it. It is a classic Mercedes, and we had been searching and searching, and he came across one that was abandoned on a farm, and we made an offer. That one didn't quite work out, and he ended up coming across a couple others. So very excited to reveal that to you guys, and to kind of break the bubble of the secret. This is now the motor that we are focusing on going into that vehicle. So yes, a 2JZ manual classic Benz, and eventually, very eventually, it's going to be turbocharged. The reason why it won't be turbocharged coming back is because then it would need to be tuned and everything, and we don't want to waste too much time playing around with that when we want to enjoy driving the car a little bit, and then we're going to go back, turbocharge it, tune it, and do a whole bunch of other things. So we want to run this series out very long, you know, over the next few years, just showing you the progress of what goes into this. So super excited. I hope you guys are really excited. I hope the title kind of gave you a little hint on what we're doing, so you guys jumped on board. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, because we've got tons and tons of content coming. I'm going to be really focusing on all these cars. In fact, that 420 SEL, I'm most likely going to put it up for sale because I don't really find time to drive it. I absolutely love that car. It is gorgeous. It's very original. It doesn't have any mods or anything like that, but it does. It is old, and it is now sitting in the sun because I don't have enough room, and I don't want it to rot. I would love for it to go to a really good home, but before it goes anywhere, I'm going to fix the minor issues. Almost every window has some sort of issue, whether it's the motor or one of the control arm brackets not working properly. And then outside of that, I got the AC blows super cold. And just a few other little things here and there that I need to address on that. So it's going to be a very, very nice car going to somebody. So with all of that out of the way, let's get to putting that motor into this car and loading this thing up. Stay tuned. We'll probably speed through a lot of it, but we're gonna have a fun time trying to get it in there, and then you guys will see this loading up to the transport car and heading off. So stay tuned. So this is how the current trunk looks. Let me go ahead and get this cleaned out. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna have to take this out. Got to do some measurements. Really hope we can get this 2J motor in. Now keep in mind, it doesn't have to shut, so as long as it fits in there, we can strap this trunk down. It's just got to make it out there. So let's go ahead and do some measurements and see what we can do. So this is kind of my arrangement mess of what goes on that motor. So I had purchased this motor and it was kind of broken down. It was going to be swapped into, I'm not sure exactly, but maybe a BMW. And then the guy who had it was going to put it in a Nissan 240. So never went that direction. So a lot of these bolts and stuff just got tossed into boxes. And now I'm kind of taking them out. Unfortunately, some got a little bit wet. It was in an area that water came down into. But I'm going to go ahead and clean those out. There's nothing ruined in there, so that's a good thing. ECU looks like it's good. I got that off to the side too, and wire harness headers that we're going to put on for NA, and then eventually go to these are turbo parts down here, so we get turbo manifolds, blow off valve, that type of thing. And unfortunately I can only find half a drive shaft. I thought I had 2 drive shafts. For some reason I can only find half, so I got to keep looking. This is what happens when you buy something and then a year later you start to go through it and try to use it. But back to the measurements. What I got so far is about 30 inches this direction, and about 26 up and down, and that's overestimating, and then about 24 this way. So if we step back out to our car, we can see we have plenty of room this direction here. Now, where I'm a little concerned, so I definitely want to get this out of here so we can kind of maneuver it in. Where I'm concerned is this gap here, even angled, only lies at about 22 inches. So it's going to be iffy unless we get it in either forward or backwards. So we're going to have to get some kind of engine hoist, because that thing is extremely heavy. We're not going to be able to lift up that 2J motor. Even if 3 or 4 people did it, it's so awkward. Somebody's going to smash their fingers. So we're going to have to engine hoist it and kind of let it kind of swing in and then kind of lay it down. I think I'm going to get some straps, keep the straps on there so when it gets there you can get them out. Like I said, I'm not concerned with shutting it. I'm more concerned with it getting up and underneath there, just so it lays in there. But I think we're gonna be good. We can probably throw some other parts in here too with the engine. Transmission, what I'm gonna do probably is put the seats all the way forward and just slide it down to the ground, put some protective down there. And then we've got rims that I'm giving him. I'll show you guys here in a second. You guys that are OG subscribers are gonna know these rims because I had them on my S600, the VIP over there, before I got those Mandris Emels. So awesome rims. They are two-piece original Mercedes rims, so they're pretty cool. I got them from Xavier, and now I'm passing them on to another enthusiast, so that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we can do about getting this in. So instead of using the hoist, I think we're gonna attempt to twist this in here and just drop it in. I'm gonna show you guys what we did. We backed it up that level. That area is a little bit higher than where the car is, and then we jacked up the front of the car, allowing it to have that little bit of an edge so we can get it in. So we're gonna kind of shimmy it in there. Probably won't record it, but I'll show you guys when it gets in there.
I don't care if you do.
So instead of just dropping it in, we decided to attach a come-along up to this center beam, which is great because it goes through the whole building, so it is going to definitely hold the weight. That will allow us to undo the bolts on our engine stand and kind of swing it in. So we're going to get on that, and then I'll show you guys a 2JZ in the trunk of an S600 Mercedes, so stay tuned. Well, guys, this is where I talk about the title, because technically clickbait, maybe, but we fit a 2JZ motor and a w58 transmission into the trunk of a w140 s600. So this thing's jam-packed. Well, all jokes aside, this is going into another Mercedes. So technically, I got your attention, but I think you guys are going to be more excited to see the car that this is going into, because it is going to be absolutely epic, and I know you're gonna love it. Once we get these turbos on here, everything, man, it's gonna be probably a few years of videos that I'm gonna be doing, but you guys are gonna see this engine and trans in an awesome car within the next couple of months here, guys, maybe even less. So I talked about the rims that you guys that are OG subscribers might know. So guys, these are 19-inch BBS rims off of an AMG, as you can see there. So these are original. They do come apart, so they're not a fake two-piece. And I was very fortunate to get these off of Xavier a few years back, which kind of launched a lot of the good videos that I started doing once I got really into modifying or fixing up these awesome W140s. And these rims looked amazing on there. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with them. These are also staggered, so they look really good on W140s, and there's probably a bunch of other models you could throw these rims on and look really good. Let's go ahead, I'll show you guys the front. So we've got this car jam-packed. You can see here all the parts here. So basically everything we need to do the 2JZ swap, transmission, motor, all the accessories, plus a set of rims. So unbelievable amount of space in these S600. Well, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed watching what can fit into an S600, because we've got some really cool videos. I really hope I grabbed a lot of your guys' attention, and I hope a lot of you guys that are not subscribed, subscribe now, because I'm really excited about where these things are going and the potential of our shop now that we've got, you know, full coverage with the really nice tarp. This one's a lot better than what we had before that blew down. We've got the lift here, and we've got plenty of garage space, and this is something we plan on keeping for a long time, because it's a very affordable place for us, and we enjoy the area. So once again, guys, my name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. Have an awesome day, a blessed week, and see you guys on the next video.